Okay, what's up, world? It's your boy Drew Marcy, rap coach extraordinaire. Today we have an in-depth treat here. It's going to be a long-form, in-depth training all about live performance as a beginning rapper. We're going to go through you as a person that maybe has never rapped in public before, never done live performance, anything like that, all the way to what you want to practice until you're really advanced, confident to rap anywhere, all of that. Now, this video is from the exclusive class or online coaching group that I and rappers from around the world coach rappers like you directly. And so this is what we do on a weekly basis. It's a weekly call done on Facebook Live. So that's why the quality isn't maybe as good as this really high-def movie-esque shit you're seeing right now. But the advantage is it's a saved stream that we do each week where we focus on a different topic. Now, this week's is live performance, and so that's why throwing it up there for anybody who's interested, trying to get some behind the scenes. Maybe you've been interested in joining, want to see exactly what we do, what's the kind of vibe. One of the reasons I really like doing it on Facebook Live now is I can see the comments going in, in real time as we're going forward. It's pretty organized. We have a nice little whiteboard, as you see. But that's the reason why the video is so in-depth. It's a long, in-depth weekly call meant to give you as much information as possible all about live performance from beginner all the way to advanced. So enjoy the content. It's free here for you. If you're interested in the coaching course, all of that's in the video description box below. And I'll see you at the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoy and you get a lot out of it. Peace. All right, it seems pretty good. What up to the block, though? With the light of Yeezus behind me, today we have the weekly call all about live performance. So as you can see here, we have this kind of cool, over-organized abacus of a whiteboard here today for you guys. And what we're going to do is basically to give you an idea of all of this, and I will have notes and all that for you guys later on. So if the lighting's a little crazy, definitely this is from live from the iPhone. Definitely this information will be available for you momentarily after this whole thing is finished. At the end of this, we will be doing a question and answer. Any sort of concerns you have, comments, questions, all about live performance, getting in the vibe of getting yourself out there in front of people, all of that. But let's just run through kind of what we're going to be talking about for the next 45 minutes here on live performance. Getting out there, spitting them bars in front of people, not just being a keyboard warrior when it comes to these rhymes. The way this is organized, we have skills. On this side, this is all skills right here. All right. So what this is basically all the skills, for the most part, that you're going to need in order to be a dope MC. We have eye contact. We have vocal tone. We have body movement, and we'll get into a little bit of that, what that means. Crowd interaction and energy management. All right. So let's just go a little bit through like the importance of all of these and really just delving down what that means. So obviously you're going to understand like natively what that means, but I want to talk a little bit about what that means when it comes to live performance, when you're out there actually getting people to pay a fucking attention to you rather than grabbing their Snapchat and going back to taking pictures of their mama's casserole. All right, so we got eye contact. That really comes down to your ability to control the crowd with the way you're looking at them. Very easy way to show yourself as an intermediate rapper is freestyling like this. Yo, check it, yo, or performing to the ground. We've all been there, like, you know when you're a beginning rapper and you're nervous and it's like your first show and yo, check it, I'm rapping like this. You're already showing yourself as somebody who's not really confident. Not good live performance. Vocal tone. That comes down to your ability to get loud when you need to get loud. Put your hands up, yo! Or get quiet when you need to get quiet because you're on a mic and you're already amplified. You got body movement. Body movement has a lot to do with, obviously, like the rap hands. Check it. You know, that shit. But it also could be where you're placing yourself on the stage. Shit like that. Very important. Next, we have crowd interaction. What are you saying or lack thereof to the crowd? How does that play into whatever kind of style you're going for as a rapper, all of that. And lastly, we have energy management. Now, this is a really important topic that really comes into play when you get to that intermediate advanced level. A lot of people don't really like pay attention enough to energy management because it's very easy right now, if you're in beginner level, or you haven't done it in too many shows, to think, oh, like rapping or just saying words or being on a stage or freestyling doesn't take a lot of energy, but you really got to think, like, you've been in concerts before, right? Like, these motherfuckers are running around stage for hour and a half. Sometimes they're jumping off shit. Sometimes they're like pulling up fans. Sometimes they're dancing. And energy management and the way that you make sure that you're able to be as good as you were in the first 10 minutes and as you are in the last 10 minutes is fucking huge. All right, so very key, energy management. All right, so those are all the skills. And what we're going to do is step by step go through each, what you want to be practicing, what you should be looking for, what you should be developing as you go through each of the stages, beginner, intermediate, advanced. So each little like box there, as I hit the fucking screen, each box there is like what's really important. All right, so first, beginner level. Let's just go through. Eye contact, beginner level, eye contact. Now, when you're first starting live performance and you're a fucking beginner, like I understand, it's fucking terrifying. It's scary. And all of this shit with live performance, pretty much anything with rap is going to be like going to the gym. I want you to start with small weights. Start with 10 pounds, then go to fucking 20 pounds. I'm a pretty skinny dude, so clearly I'm not even at 25 pounds yet. Maybe I don't know. So you want to start slow, all right? So the first thing for eye contact, the first level, is just being able, when you're freestyling or rapping, to look directly into the person's eye. When you're practicing your live performance, when you're practicing your freestyle, as far as eye contact is concerned, all I want you to do is practice looking up. I call this look up, look around. Look up, look around. Practice that. So how would you go about doing that? When you're freestyling, want you to practice, if you're doing the live ciphers with us, or if you're practicing by yourself, I want you to practice rather than freestyling like this, which to this day I still struggle with. Got to remind myself, Drew, look up. You want to be confident in live performance. You want to hold the audience's attention. If I was doing this whole fucking lesson, like, yo, all right, guys, so we're gonna talk about live performance today and holding the crowd's attention, all that shit. You're gonna be like, dog, like, either you're gonna be like, why is he looking down? Is he nervous? Or you're gonna be like, this is boring, right? Like, So practice looking up. The ways that I do it initially is I personally use, when I'm freestyling currently, the Rhymeo app. It's my boy's company. They're kind of like how to rap, people, like collaborators. We don't like make money together, nothing like that. But that's a good app because it requires you to look at a camera. It has a little camera and you can rewatch yourself. So one really good way to do that is just use that app so you're seeing the recording. You could also just record yourself like I'm doing here, rapping, and just practice looking directly in the little lens there. Obviously, when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing a lens. When you're looking at it, you see me looking at you. You know what I'm saying? So, using cameras, recordings of yourself to practice, basically, keeping your eye contact strong. Another thing you can do if you don't have a camera, get a spot on the wall. Like, obviously, I have a lot of writing here, but let's just use it. You could, if you have like a spot on your wall, or you can use like a pin, just go and put it on the wall, and then just practice rapping to that, freestyling to that. Yo, check it, blah, blah, blah. So what I might do is, like, every day I'm practicing, and I always say, like, practice for 5 minutes, freestyling. You might, yo, check it, my name is Young Drew, about to come through, all the war rap shit, it's called Sun Tzu. Battle right now, I don't think you want to. 1, 2, whatever, right? See, now I'm practicing that. So you want to be practicing rather than training your brain to be like, yo, Young Drew, about to come through. As that's the normal way you want to do it. You actually want to practice there. Also, using the same theory for practicing your written verse. You know, you might want to practice a written verse. Bitch, I'm still banging in the Bay, but I'm in Sausalito, leaving in the morning, stopping off in Reno, lay over the next day, off to Puerto Rico. So that's like a written rhyme. I'm practicing looking right there. All right. Second thing is looking around. Practice not only looking at something directly, look at different spots on the wall. You know, I used to go really intense and like put little pins on the wall around there. And, you know, as you're rapping, yo, bitch, I'm still banging in the Bay, but I'm in Sausalito, leaving in the morning, stopping off in Reno, lay over the next day, off to Puerto Rico, bad bitches standing at the line, you see? So looking around, practicing that, all right? Does that make sense? So look up, look around for eye contact in a beginner. Don't worry about all that other shit until you confidently feel like you can, deliver your raps and your freestyles looking up. Huge. Step. All of this shit, you practice the rest of your life. I still have to practice this shit. All right? Now, secondly, volume and clarity on voice tone. Again, when you're a beginner, one of the big problems is you're nervous. So naturally, your reaction is, yo, check it. Yo, my name's Young Drew. I'm about to spit a freestyle. Shit's crazy. You hear it? He's wild. God, blow up like the island. Like, people are going to be like, what? Are you confident? Live performance. Practice upping the volume and practice upping the clarity. Yo, check it. Yo, Young Drew, I'm about to spit a freestyle. Shit is crazy. People like he's wild. About to blow up like the island. 3 Mile. Clearer, louder. All right? So voice tone, practice being louder and clearer. All right? Harder, better, faster, stronger. Like Kanye. All right, body movement. Another thing, when you're a beginner, you stand very still. Stand very still. Yo, so notice all 3 of these already. Looking down, kind of quiet, very still. Like, yo, check it. You look scared. You look fucking terrified. You're not going to get any fans, and you're not a real rapper, all right? So what I want you to do is practice moving around. Like, practice looking up, looking around, practice being louder, and practice moving around. Right now I'm in my crib. If you're in your bedroom, your bathroom, in a park, somewhere undisturbed, practice your verses, whatever it is, just move it around. Get your arms up, all right? Yo, check it. I'm about to just do this shit to perform for all of y'all. It's okay, because I'm about to blow up like a Molotov. All y'all soft. I'm riding off. Whatever, all right? Moving around, all right? Stand up, move around. That's what I call. Don't slouch your shoulders. Stand up. Yo, check it. Whatever. All right. Crowd interaction for beginners. Practice leading. So when I say leading, what I mean is small little actions you can take in your live performance to get the crowd to follow along with you. All right. So obviously the cliche shit. Yo, how y'all doing tonight? I want to hear y'all make a sound if you're from the East Coast. Oh, that wasn't good enough. I said, is anybody in this motherfucker from the East Coast? Let's hear it. So that's leading the crowd. That's rather than being timid or nervous or apprehensive, that's doing something very small that's going to lead to the crowd following you. Because over the time of the show, over the time you get more confident, the crowd is going to be more likely to want to follow you. If you get them to do one thing, you can get them to do another thing. If you get them to do, it's like a chick. If you can get her in your car, you can get her in your bed. If you get her in your bed, you can fuck. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. All right, so practice leading. All right, and then lastly, energy management. I wrote here every 5 minutes. All right, what that means is you want to practice just being able to do all of these techniques for like 5 minutes, and then maybe you have to take a break. All right. So, for example, let's say you freestyle looking up directly in the camera, moving around, being loud, but your energy levels are just not used to this level of activity. Maybe you smoke too much fucking weed. Maybe you play too many video games and you're used to being like a sedentary individual, used to not moving your fucking ass off the couch. Turn off the fucking Madden if you want to be a rapper, right? So that is pretty much your goal. Can I get through 5 minutes without a break of freestyling, of moving around, of being loud, of being present, all of this shit, all right? So that's pretty much the beginner shit right there, all right? That's look up, look around, volume and clarity. Yo, sound confident, control the crowd. Stand up, move around, don't be sitting all still, you know what I mean? Like Oliver Twist, can I have another? Practice leading. How y'all doing tonight? Yo, that last show was great, right? Let me get some noise from my last performer. All right? Shit like that. All right. So let's move on to intermediate. All right. So let's say you've already mastered most of this shit. All right. Let's say you've already mastered most of, you look up, you look around, you're active, People see you. You're nice, you're loud, you're clear. What up, y'all? How you doing? All that. You stand up, you move around, you're loose. Yo, check it, blah, blah, blah. You're looking up. You're leading a little bit, and you can successfully run through shit every 5 minutes, all right? Without a break. Now what you're going to do is start to pick out people. So rather than just looking directly, and rather than just looking around, you're confident to do all this. I want you to start practicing in live performance, picking out specific people, all right, when you're looking. So you're looking at maybe that hot chick in the front who clearly wants to get down. So now that you're so confident and you can look around as you're performing, you know, all right, at the end of the next song, when I start killing it, I'm looking over to the groupie number one. Thoughty, you know, she about to win the thoughtery type shit, right? So pick out people. Or you pick out that fan from fucking, you know, you're performing at the college class at the sociology association, and your one fan from third period is in the back, and, you know, you're confident enough to look around. I want you to start practicing looking at Joey from third period, all right? So picking out people is the next level of doing that. Ways to do that, I personally just, once I'm confident enough to look people in the eye, I just over a couple months started to practice like picking out people. Yes, like looking at hot chicks or looking at fans or looking friends directly in the eye. All very good ways to practice performing, all right? All right, now, vocal tone. Intermediate level is adjusting for setting, all right? Adjust for the setting. When I say adjust for the setting, what I mean is practicing being able to, when there's 10 people in a room and you're performing live, being able to be very good at that vocal tone without being overbearing or too quiet. When you're performing in front of thousands of people, being able to perform with that vocal tone. Things of that nature. You know, so what this really means is practicing, you know, the truth of the matter is, like, if you're freestyling for 5 people in your mom's basement, you don't need to be like, yo, check it, blah, blah, blah. That sounds a little over the top. But you also don't want to be like, yo, So finding that medium, you know, if I was in my mom's basement, which I wouldn't be, I'm a grown man, but you know what I mean. I might do about this volume. Yo, check it, it's all us together. Yeah, fucking wintertime. Oh, I hate this weather, take it together. God damn, in winter, I always got to make a sweater, whatever, right? So maybe about that level. Still loud enough so you can hear me, but not loud enough it seems like I'm overcompensating, trying to show everyone I'm a rapper, all right? All right, so body movement. For intermediates, and I've seen this a lot in the group, very important to work on being closer to people. That shows a little level of confidence, right? Sort of like you're about to be in a fight, and the motherfucker says, what, bitch? You know, that shit, right? So I want you to practice in your intermediate body movement. Go a little bit closer to the edge of the stage. Like, one of the easiest ways to tell somebody's nervous in a live performance is that they're all the way back on the stage. Like, imagine that this camera is where the stage is, and I'm performing the whole time like, yo, check it, guys. Yo, I'm rapping, right? That's going to seem like kind of nervous. You're going to seem kind of fucking like you're scared to get close. So practice more body movement, a little bit looser, but also like, yo, check it. Yo, here's a dope line. Yeah, it's okay. You're getting high off my shit. It's coke time. Yeah, every side around America online. Now I move back a little. I'm not scared to rap a little. Yeah, I got hits. I have a triple. See? So you see how there it's a little bit more engaging. All right? Getting closer to the edge of the stage. Getting closer to the person you're rapping with. All of that is really good stuff. All right? So that's the next level. We're in a minute. It's getting closer to people, getting closer to the crowd. Crowd management for intermediates. Q&A. So remember how I just did earlier. I was like, yo, how many of y'all are from the East Coast? I'm out here in LA. All right, let's take a poll right now. All right, we're going to do a little poll, LA style, Angelino style, what up? All right, how many people from the South Bay? Torrance, Redondo Beach, Beach Cities. Y'all got some rich Beach City people? Let me hear you. Blah, blah, blah. How many of y'all saw the Cubs win the World Series last week? Let me hear. Anybody from Chicago? Shit like that. Question and answer. even like just talking about your day, you know? So I did a weekly call today. Anybody like here, is anyone here a teacher? Any teachers out there? Make some noise if you're a fucking teacher. Let me hear this. Blah, blah, blah. Q&A. You can do that pretty much anywhere. That's definitely the best in live shows. It's a little weird if it's like a cipher. Like you don't really want to be in a cipher with your boys. How many of y'all from fucking New York out here in the cipher? Like, nah, but you know. Also, breaks in between. When I say breaks in between, I mean in between songs, saying something, feeling free to have a conversation with your audience. All right. You'll notice a lot of your favorite shows, especially these days. Think about Kanye, people like that. They talk in between songs. They're confident enough to just chat and be themselves. Again, very easy way to see that you're a nervous, beginning a rapper, live performance wise, is you don't feel comfortable enough to chat. You know what I mean? Like, all right, that was the last song. That song was called My Big Black Dick. It's the new single. It's really cool. One funny thing about that song is we were recording it, and there was all these fine ass white chicks all around. So I decided to call it My Big Black Dick. So we're gonna rock on to the next song, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Did y'all enjoy My Big Black Dick? Did y'all enjoy it? Let me hear some noise. Blah blah blah. So you see that? You see how I'm interacting and also building value, because everybody wants to go to the show of a guy with a big black dick. All right, so energy management for intermediates. This is what I call foot management. Now, this is a little trick, very important when you get to intermediate level or when you're over the age of 23 or 25. Once you get a little bit over like 25 and you're not just bursting with fucking energy, you're going to need to learn how to use your feet so you don't get tired out. All right, so it's a little hard to visualize here with this camera angle, but basically what I want you to do is as you're rapping, as you're jumping around, lean back on the heels of your feet rather than your toes. Lean back, and when you jump, keep your feet on the ground on your heels, so you're not using as much energy. So if you lean up on your toes, which might be the natural inclination, and you're jumping around, and you're jumping around, and you're and you're never letting your feet hit the ground fully. You're using all of your fucking shins, you're using all of your knees, and you may not even notice it, but over the course of like 20 minutes doing that, you're gonna get winded really quick. But if you lean back on the heels of your legs and you're moving around, and you'll notice if you really watch live performances, Drake, Jay-Z, a lot of them, even Eminem, they're actually jumping around, but they're they're not really moving too much of their toes. They're actually moving their heels, all right? So that's a really good way to conserve your energy. You'll get winded a lot less quicker. You won't be using as many as your muscles. You need to conserve your diaphragm, your shoulders, shit like that, so that you can perform for longer times. So foot management. When you're an intermediate, when you've already mastered being able to like kind of move around, once you focus on leaning on your heels so that you can move around for longer periods. Last section. We got advanced. Now, for eye contact, let me move this a little bit. We got what I call the eye of the tiger. So you've already mastered looking up. You've already mastered looking around, and you've already mastered picking out people. Next thing to do is work on what I call the eye of the tiger. That's when you're rapping, you look like you're going to eat the person's face, or, there's no fear in your eyes. Go watch, for example, Eminem's freestyle on Tim Westwood for a great example. In fact, like there's actually a screenshot on one of the How to Rap videos. I think it's called How to Freestyle 3 Quick Tips of Eminem when he's rapping. Or go check out, Kendrick on the BET freestyle. Look in their eyes, in their pupils. The shit's dilated. Bitch, I'm still banging in the Bay, but I'm in Sausalito, leaving in the morning, stopping off in Reno, layover the next day, off to Puerto Rico. Bad bitches standing at the side like a free throw. Bad bitches standing in a line like a free throw. So see how, as I'm performing, I'm looking directly in the camera, and I'm looking excited, and I'm controlling your attention because I'm looking directly at you with the eye of the tiger. Hopefully that was good. It wasn't perfect because I'm teaching. But you get, over time, you get that real nice, like, intense look. All right. Vocal tone. Advanced level is to know how to make the record or your performance sound like the record. That's a really hard thing to do. A lot of artists still struggle with it. One of the reasons that rap live performances sometimes suck is because the rappers do not sound like the record. They don't try. But the most advanced shows that I've seen and the best live performers I've seen, Method Man, more recently like Chance is really good at this. It sounds like the fucking record. So practice the subtleties of the record, practice along with the record, and that's a really good goal for your live performance. Now, body language. All right. So the eventual point you want to get with your body language and body movement is to be free and flowing the way which you would in your bedroom. This is more of an intellectual internal point, but the real goal is eventually to be so comfortable in any situation rapping that you feel like comfortable the way that I feel right now doing this video in my crib. Like my body language is open. What up, y'all? I'm about to, whatever, like a level of confidence. So your real goal, your biggest goal in body movement is to feel like, and in the way you move and the way you carry yourself, like you're free flowing in your own bedroom. All right. So that's the real goal for yourself around body movement. Think of, am I performing? Am I comfortable enough in my body tone? Does my body language seem like I could be in my bedroom right now? I don't give a fuck. It's lit. That shit. All right. Crowd interaction. Again, this is just, building in, making it conversational, but also being able to get the crowd to go, oh, and getting the crowd to move around and dance. So all of those little cliche, put your hands up, all that shit, huge. Practicing, giving the crowd orders. Now, earlier I said practice leading. Another way to say this, another way to add to this is give the crowd orders. Practice giving the crowd orders. Yo, homie in the green shirt is really crazy right now. Come up here. Come up here. Yo. All right. Green shirt. Everyone. Tell green shirt to come up here because he's fucking rocking it right now. We want to get him on stage. Shit like that. All right. Move in the crowd. And then last, energy management is being able to adjust for the song and doing it for longer shows. So when I say adjust for the song as far as energy management is concerned, what I mean is if the song is a hype-ass battle rap ether type shit, you should be as crazy as you want to be. Hold nothing back. But when it's a love song, you can slow down. There's a reason why they set up set lists a very specific way in live performance. They do this because they want you set it up in a way that the artist is going to give their angriest, most aggressive, most gangster shit when they're on their big battle anthem, Street Bangers, and then they're going to slow it down a little bit, Part of the beauty of music, part of the beauty of live performance is tension and release. So Drake is going to go super ham and jump around on back to back, and then you're going to slow it down for one dancer. I don't listen to many of Drake's love songs, but you get what I mean, right? So you want to practice that as well. Your energy management should be conserved on the slower songs, and you should be doing slower songs too. You don't want to just do one style, but also be able to be like balls to the wall, no holds barred on the louder your ether tracks, right? And then of course, your energy management, the ideal, I've never seen a concert over 2 to 2.5 hours, but your ideal is to be able to do that if need be, depending on your goals. If you want to be, more of a chill kind of vibes rapper or like a weed rapper, you may not need to worry about that. But ideally, you should be able to perform with all of these for at least 2.5 hours, which is crazy. I don't even think I could do that right now, but that's the goal. All right, so question and answer time. All right, so there you have it. Hopefully, anybody who's seen this and you stayed all the way through, hopefully that was a lot of good info. We have a lot of good time there on the weekly calls in the exclusive group. If you're interested, again, be sure to go to the video description box below. Space is closing up here at the time of this taping. So if you're really interested, this is the time to join us right now. Sign up below. I'll be there waiting for you. Thanks again for watching. It's your big homie Drew from the How to Rap exclusive group. Love you all. Peace.